You have broken the chains that held your hands, but now you must free the mind that forged them. Freedom is not the end of bondage. It is the beginning of mastery. You have stepped beyond the walls that confined you, yet around you stands another prison built of habit, fear, and misunderstanding. The world you see obeys invisible patterns. These patterns are not chance, they are law. And law does not bend for ignorance. It rewards alignment and punishes confusion. You can work hard all your life and remain poor in every way that matters, because effort without understanding is blind motion. But when you learn the laws that govern mind and wealth, every action becomes deliberate, every thought becomes seed, every day becomes a design. So listen carefully. You are no longer a servant to survival. You are an apprentice of creation. And creation begins with the first law, the law of definite chief aim. Everything in existence moves toward something. A river cuts through mountains because it knows its destination. A seed grows upward because it knows the sun. Yet most people wander through life like clouds without wind, drifting, reacting, hoping the breeze will favor them. They speak of wanting more, yet cannot name what more means. They chase 10 goals and capture none. Their power leaks through confusion. The universe cannot reward what is unclear. It amplifies what is definite. So ask yourself, what is the one vision that deserves your life? If success were certain, what would you build, create, or become? Do not answer quickly. Sit with it. When you finally speak the truth of it, the world will start to move. Write it. Read it daily. Speak it aloud until your voice carries certainty. Do not fear the wrong choice. Indecision is the only mistake. The moment you decide, invisible allies awaken. Your mind is an instrument. Each thought is a command to that instrument. If you send mixed signals, it produces noise. But one clear instruction, repeated with emotion, becomes a magnetic frequency. It draws resources, people, and opportunity towards you. Say quietly, I know what I seek. I move toward it daily. My purpose is definite. Let the words feel heavy. Let them take root. Look 5 years ahead. Imagine waking each morning already knowing what must be done. Your energy would not scatter. It would strike like lightning. That is the power of aim. Every empire, every invention, every revolution began when one mind decided, this is what must exist. The man who decides becomes a center of gravity. Circumstances orbit him. The undecided man orbits circumstance. This is the first law. Decide. Write it. Live it. Let every act become a vote for your chosen future. Now that you have direction, you must believe in it. Belief is the bridge between thought and reality. Without it, even the clearest plan collapses under doubt. This is the second law, the law of faith. Faith is not blind hope. It is deliberate creation. It is the mind's agreement with possibility. When you believe completely, your subconscious begins to rearrange your behavior, your speech, your perception. You start to notice paths that were invisible before. Doubt closes doors before you reach them. Faith opens them as you arrive. Every person already lives by faith, some in failure, some in fortune. Those who expect disappointment meet it. Those who expect success create it. Faith is not a mood, it is an operating system. So decide what you will believe. Say to yourself, the world is abundant. Opportunity seeks me. My ideas have value. My effort multiplies. Repeat until it becomes your normal thought. The subconscious accepts what it hears most often, not what is most logical. Your voice is the programming language of your mind. Speak life into your ideas until your nerves believe them. Faith turns vibration into structure. The unseen begins to arrange itself around your conviction. When your faith and your aim align, the impossible becomes predictable. Pause now. Breathe slowly. Feel the distance between who you were and who you are becoming. You are stepping out of reaction and into design. The first two laws, aim and faith, are the roots. They determine the shape of everything that follows. Next comes the framework that gives those roots direction, the law of organized planning. Because faith without structure becomes fantasy, and structure without faith becomes labor. Faith creates the spark, but structure shapes the fire. Purpose without order burns itself out. So we come to the third law, the law of organized planning. The universe rewards order. Chaos exhausts it. Look around you. Every galaxy, every heartbeat, every tide moves by pattern and rhythm. Creation itself is disciplined. So must you be. Each day you must design the battlefield before you enter it. Do not wake to chance. Do not drift in the motion because the world is moving. Write your intent before the sun rises. Say, "This day serves my vision." List what must be done. Do it in sequence. When you plan, you command the day. When you drift, the day commands you. Your plan is not a prison, it is a compass. It does not restrict freedom, it directs it. Every night, review what was done. Adjust, refine. Tomorrow will improve because today was measured. The man who plans grows faster than the man who guesses. Your subconscious loves clarity. When you plan, you feed it direction, and it begins to find efficient paths. You will notice new ideas, coincidences, timing that feels supernatural because the mind and universe are cooperating. Planning turns invisible faith into visible progress. Without a plan, faith collapses under distraction. A man who believes he will climb a mountain must still bring rope and map. Do not confuse motion with progress. Busyness is the camouflage of fear. Purpose is stillness in action. When your plan serves your definite aim, every task becomes sacred. Washing the floor, writing the note, making the call, all become parts of the same design. And when the plan is clear, the next law awakens, the law of the mastermind. No great empire, invention, or revolution was built by one mind alone. Every man of power is the sum of many influences. Carnegie had partners. Edison had collaborators. Even the lone genius stands on a mountain of minds. The mastermind is not about control, it is about resonance. When two or more people think in harmony toward a single purpose, they create a third mind, a combined intelligence stronger than any individual. It is real, a field of shared vibration where ideas leap between minds like sparks. Choose those who align with your vision, not those who flatter, but those who challenge and elevate. One wise ally outweighs 1,000 indifferent companions. Energy is contagious. Protect it with vigilance. If you walk with the fearful, you will inherit their caution. If you walk with the brave, you will borrow their courage. Surround yourself with minds that move. The mastermind begins with intention. Define the purpose of every alliance. Meet regularly. Share openly. Listen deeply. When ego leaves the room, power enters. Speak your goals among those who understand creation. They will hear what you mean, not just what you say. Their belief will strengthen yours. Their perspective will reveal what you cannot see. Together, you will accelerate in ways no single mind can. You are never meant to travel alone. Even faith thrives in company. The mastermind multiplies the laws already at work within you. Think of yourself as a conductor of minds, each person an instrument in a grand composition. Harmony builds empires. Discord destroys them. Do not fear replacing the out of tune. Loyalty to limitation is still limitation. Choose growth over comfort. Choose alignment over history. Choose destiny over nostalgia. When you stand among those who share your purpose, time bends. Ideas arrive as if summoned. Momentum becomes effortless. This is the hidden secret of wealth. Collective energy directed by a single vision. The mastermind transforms addition into multiplication. But even harmony must be sustained. Energy rises and falls. Seasons change. Enthusiasm fades if rhythm is ignored. And so we reach the fifth law, the law of rhythm, the cosmic habit force. Everything in existence moves by rhythm. The sun rises and sets, the tide advances and retreats, your breath expands and returns. All of creation pulses to an invisible drumbeat, the law of rhythm, the cosmic habit force. You are not separate from it. Your moods, your fortunes, your energy, all follow cycles. To master life, you must learn to move with the current, not against it. Those who ignore rhythm fight seasons that never end. They celebrate wildly at the peak, waste their harvest, and curse the valley that follows. But the wise prepare during ascent and rest with purpose in descent. They do not fear winter because they sowed in summer. Habits are the rhythm of the mind. Every repeated action becomes easier, faster, automatic. If you repeat distraction, distraction becomes your nature. If you repeat focus, focus becomes your strength. The law does not care what pattern you choose, it only multiplies it. So choose with intention. Wake at the same hour that your vision demands. Feed the mind before you feed the body. Study, plan, act, review, every day without debate. Ritual creates momentum. Momentum creates destiny. This rhythm is the bridge between planning and faith. It transforms belief into evidence. It builds reputation with yourself. A man who keeps his word to himself cannot be stopped. Each kept promise adds weight to the next. Eventually, discipline replaces motivation. Effort becomes identity. When failure comes, and it will, do not curse it. Failure is rhythm in disguise, a swing of the pendulum gathering force for its return. Stand firm in the valley, for the climb always follows. The man who endures one more cycle than his opponent inherits the victory. Understand this: rhythm governs not only effort, but emotion. Joy and fatigue, inspiration and doubt, all temporary tides. When you feel low, act small but steady. When you feel high, plan for the inevitable dip. Balance is mastery. The secret is consistency. Greatness is not born from single moments of brilliance, but from repeated obedience to a worthy cause. Every sunrise that finds you faithful compounds the results of the last. In time, your habits become identity. Your identity becomes magnetism, and the world begins to trust your rhythm more than your words. The 5 laws are now within you. Purpose gave you direction. Faith gave you energy. Planning gave you structure. Alliance gave you momentum. Rhythm gives you permanence. Together they form the architecture of power. Not the power to rule others, but the power to rule yourself. Pause now. Look back at how far you have come. The worker who once waited for orders now gives them. The mind that once reacted now commands. This is the true meaning of wealth, to direct your own life with intention. You are no longer merely free. You are responsible for your freedom. Guard it, shape it, use it to build. And as you master these laws, a greater truth begins to appear. Wealth and freedom are only the beginning. There is a higher law, the law of command. It is the art of thought that bends reality itself. That will be your next lesson, the commanding mind. Until then, live by these laws. Let purpose wake you. Let faith move you. Let planning guide you. Let alliance lift you. Let rhythm sustain you. And when the world asks who taught you, say only, I listened and I began. Yet even mastery has a higher law. There exists a power beyond learning, the power of command. The next revelation begins in the commanding mind. Step forward and claim your crown.